Hi everybody, I put up a video yesterday of the cards that I made and asked people if they wanted a tutorial. Now you know I don't do tutorials, but I'll show you how I make them. Everybody kind of said yes. I didn't realise they would be that popular. So I will show you. What I've done already is I've inked around the scallops with ink because I know that's boring to watch. Distress ink. I've cut my paper to size because that's boring watching someone cut paper. So now I'm going to do 2 or 3. So I don't know whether to put the paper that way or that way. I might put it that way. I'm sorry that I don't have the camera over my shoulder, so you're going to just have to watch it this way. I'm hoping I'm not got a glare. I've got to get that light fixed. So I always use double-sided tape when I'm making things to sell because they need to be sturdy and make sure that they don't come off, because when you charge someone money for something, it's got to be well made. So first step is getting this paper down right. That's, you know what that's like, that's a beautiful. Once again, I'll just go over it with a bit more ink once the back's inked as well. So photo. Now I'm going to put this photo up, which I've already inked, so once again it makes it easier. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do some stuff on the background first, because I always like having a good background. That would help. Okay, that doesn't want to work. How about we go this way? Alright. So I should have inked this before. The thing is, I've got a pile of stuff, as you can see, all over my desk, and I just pick what I think will be handy. So I'm not picking in any specific order, so I couldn't ink them. Okay. Yes, that's the dog. And then the dogs start them off from next door. And we'll just go round and round in a... Okay. I'll put that up there. So now what I do is start looking at bits and pieces just to add. And then I'll just keep going. I've got lots of bits and pieces here that I can use, and I just add them. They have no order. I just plonk and stick where I think looks good. Now, you know my love for Tim Holtz and his words. Happy together. Easy as that. Okay, so that's one. Now I've done the same. I've pre-done the paper. So I don't know. Let's have a look at this photo. I don't know if I'll put that on there. No, that will go there. I try hard to match different colours, but I always seem to go back to the vintage colour. So I'm tipping that vintage is my style and my jam. So that's what happens, and that's where it stays. If anything goes on upside down, it stays upside down. I do not care. Alright. Because to me, crafting is what you do, and if it goes on upside down, it's a mistake, and all mistakes are embraced. Well, I look at it that way anyway. I don't search for perfection in craft. I never have done. As you would know with my upside down pages in my journals, which somebody bought and loved, and they bought that because it was upside down, and the feedback they left me was lovely. So I'm tipping that you just embrace it. What is. Oh, there you go. Second mistake. That's gone on crooked, but that stays there because I won't take it off. What else can I add on here? Sometimes when I get vintage, it's also dark. I love to add a little pop of colour. So down here I've added a little just because it's so dark, I've added a little pop of colour down here. So that's the whole idea. I have all my bits and pieces, as you can see, spread out on the bottom, on the table I should say, and then I just play. That's it. So we'll get some words across here. Listen to your heart. Believe in yourself. Nothing's around when you want it. I should do a video on all my tools and trades, all the things I use, because people find that helpful as well. This is the only glue pen I use. It's a Zig, oh, would help if I put it the right way. It's a Zig two-way glue. So it dries and it bonds. It's got that point. You can get them with chisel points. They're excellent. I use tape runners. Like I said, I use the proper tape. I use lots of these washies. Yeah, I quite use, and of course all distress Okay, so this is the second one done. Now, I think, I'm not sure which one I'm going to do it to, but I think I'll do it to this one. So, this is my little idea yesterday. And get it. So, you've got all this room to write on the back. You might like to you might want to stick or glue a piece of tea stained paper down onto the back of there. But to me, you don't need to with these because I've made it so that they're nice and inky and around the edges so you can just write. Some people like to add things to photos, to the front, to write like little things like that. So what I figured, now let me find me, oh, don't tell me I've lost me pointy stick again. Where is that gone? Oh. I have two cats that come along. Oh, this is my, with all my stuff. I have two cats, bone folder, that come along here and steal. They come along here at night. Oh, I can't even find my scalpel. And they steal stuff off my table. No, well, never mind. So, what I'm going to do is I line these scallops up with the scallops on the top. I'm just going to put just make sure your finger's not behind there. And then oh, jeez Louise. Oh no, there it is. Put this split pin. Brad. No, I don't know, I call it a split pin in the old days. Put the split pin in, right? So it's in. And now you can twist and put it back. And sometimes people, I don't know, people, maybe I'm just stupid, but sometimes you want to write, say for instance, if you're showing this to somebody or you're writing something about the family, the big black duck secret or something that you don't want anyone to know, I call it secret writing. So I turn that upside down, write on it, and then turn it back, and probably nobody actually knows it's there. So it could be a secret spot. Gives a bit of, I don't know, a bit of whimsical, I suppose, fun to the cards. So that's one without, and that's one with. And they're nice little brads. I think that's a Kaiser Craft one. I don't know. But yeah, so, and once again, there's room for those on. Now, this one, I think I explained yesterday, or showed you yesterday. This is a index card. Hang on, I'll show you. Started off as a blank index card. Now, this is, I think it's called release paper. It's Kaiser Craft one. I've got a lot of it, different kinds. So I don't know if you're supposed to use it in your die machine. I threw the packet away. I don't actually know. But I like using it for everything. I use it in my journals and whatever, because I'm a sucker for script writing. So I've covered this one in that. Put a bit of washi tape on the back because I could. I might even whack a bit more on there because I can. I love washi tape, but the problem with these big ones is you've got to get them all in line, otherwise they don't work, and that's hard, and sometimes that really peeves me to the max and I get really cranky and waste half of it and think I'm never going to do it again, and then I do. So you've got to get it right. This is a script one, so I might just pop that. Always push one down, side one first. That's right. These ones are different. These are well, not different, but they're the same. You've got to get them all in a straight line, and if you don't get them in a straight line, they won't work. That's Oh, nearly. So I spend half my day trying to do it, and there you go, I've got it. See, just because I'm on camera, it's working. I swear you waste more than what you actually use, and I think they put that in, make sure that you do. I don't know. Now these don't rip very well, so you have to. Once again, I put one end down first and then the other. Cut off the excess. I'll give this one a go. See, this is all different. See, you're wasting half of it by the time you try and get it up. See, this is what annoys me. So half the time